welcome back to Keandre and Ariana. She's not here, but anyways, we're back with the Stranger Shadow Season 2, Episode 7 and 8. So, little things to talk about real quick. We did Episode 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I have not posted 5 and 6, and I'm on Episode 7 now and doing 8. So, Episode 5 and 6 will be out sometime tomorrow or later on the day. I don't know. The reason why I'm doing this now for episode 7 and 8 is I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled out tomorrow. So, when this posts, I have already got my wisdom teeth pulled out though. But I'm going to be taking a little break so I can heal my mouth, my wisdom teeth and stuff after. Because I'm going to be in pain for the next couple days or weeks. I don't know how long that's going to be. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and film now. And then you're going to see this video pop up later on. But same with episode 5 and 6. Something. Just so you don't be confused. Like, you know what I mean? Alright. But let's get into episode 7. The Other Side. Oh no. Opening scene. For the first time in months, the signal is gone. No whispers, no static, no energy pulses, just silence. And somehow that's worse. Aftermath in Hawkins. Morning in Hawkins. The portal is closed, but the town is damaged beyond repair. Burned streets, destroyed buildings, military checkpoints everywhere. The group stands in shock. Jordan whispers, "He actually did it." Ariana wipes her tears from her eyes. Timothy says nothing. Jeremiah stares at dead screens. No signal anywhere. Marcus quietly looks at the sky like he's waiting to feel Kendrick again, but he can't. Inside the other side, darkness. Kendra wakes up slowly, not in Hawkins, not on Earth. The upside down world stretches endlessly around her, but transformed, more alive. Massive structures made of signal energy tower in the distance. The air hums like breathing. Kendra stands slowly. Where am I? Then the ground moves beneath him. The entity transforms. The darkness gathers, forming something enormous. Not just a monster, a conscious, an ancient, connected to everything. The entity finally speaks clearly. You have entered the core. Kendra stares upward. You're not trying to destroy Earth. The entity responds, no, pause. I'm trying to survive the real truth. The entity reveals, long ago, humans discovered the signal accidentally. The lab experiments weakened the barrier between worlds. The architect learned to manipulate it. The entity didn't invade first. Humanity did. Kendra whispers, we causes the entity, and now both worlds are dying. Back in Hawkins, meanwhile, without the signal, powers begin malfunctioning. Jordan loses control of his strengths. Ariana's light flickers weakly. Timothy can barely freeze time for seconds. Jeremiah's electronics stop responding completely. Panic spreads. Jeremiah whispers, Keandre wasn't just connected to signal pause, he was stabilizing it. The architect makes his move. Elsewhere, the architect activates hidden machines worldwide. Massive towers rise underground. Energy reactors power on. An assistant asks nervously, what happens now? The architect smiles. Now? Pause, I replace him. Kali warns everyone. At the cabin, Kali looks genuinely worried. If the architect controls the signal, she looks at 11. He controls reality. Even 11 looks shaken. Mike asks, so how do we stop him? Kali answers quietly, we don't. Silence and we save Keandre. Keandre learns his purpose. Back in the core, the entity shows Keandre something, a future. The architect successfully merging both worlds together. Cities collapsing. Reality breaking apart. Powered kids becoming weapons. Keandre whispers, he wants evolutions. The entity responds, he wants control. The deal. The entity lowered its massive form closer to Keandre. You can stop him. Keandre, why me? The entity, because you are both human and signal. Keandre realizes Drew, he isn't just connected anymore. He's becoming something entirely new. Timothy breaks down back and how Keandre finally stops emotionally. This is my fault too, Jordan. What are you talking about, Timothy? I blamed him for everything, his voice cracks. And now he's gone because he thought he had to do this alone. Silence fills the room. Ariana quietly cries again. Marcus feels him again. Suddenly, Marcus freezes. A faint, weak But there, he's alive. Everyone looks up immediately. Jeremiah rushes to computers. One screen flickers for a half a second. Kendra appears, distorted, trying to speak. Then static. Ariana smiles through tears. He found us. The architect attacks Hawkins without warning. The ground shakes violently. Outside, huge signal towers right around Hawkins. Energy blasts into the skies. Reality begins distorting again. The architect appears on every screen. Pause. I choose progress. The countdown begins. Jeremiah hacks into the towers. His face goes pale instantly. No way. Jordan, what? Jeremiah whispers, he's opening all the barriers. Will suddenly screams in pain. The upside down begins, bleeding into Hawkins again. Final scene, Kendry return change. Back in their core, Kendry looks at the entity. Demand now. How determined now? How do I stop him? The entity answers, you must become more. Kendry closes his eyes. The signal surrounds him completely. His body begins transforming, not painfully, powerfully. His eyes open, pure signal energy now glowing with him. Then he disappears. Cut to Hawkins. A massive pulse hits the sky. Everyone looks up, and standing above town, floating in the air, is Kendrick. Changed, evolved, and more powerful than before. That's the end of episode 7. How's everyone doing? Are y'all doing good? Are y'all enjoying this series so far, season 2? How is it? You know? Yep, episode 8, and then we got 2 more episodes to go, but that's gonna wait. And then we're gonna get into season 3 soon. Alright, we're back. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get back into episode 8. It's called The Bridge. The Bridge. The sky above Hawkins cracks with signal energy. Wind tears through the streets. Everyone stares upward. Keandre floats above the town. Change. Energy moves beneath his skin like living light. Excuse me. His eyes glow pure signal power. Jordan whispers, that's really him. Ariana steps forward slowly. Keandre? He looks down at them for a second. He smiles. It came back. The cost of evolution. Keandre lands softly. The ground slightly beneath him. Reality reacting to his presence. Jeremiah looks stunned. The signal surrounding him. Keandre nods. It's part of me now. Timothy studies him. Keandre, you okay? Keandre hesitates. Too long, I don't know. The architect begins to merge. Across Hawkins, the signal towers activate fully. Massive beams erupt in the sky. Portals begin opening everywhere. The upside down bleeds directly into reality. The architect appears on screens, calm and victorious. Humanity spent fearing evolution. Pause. I'm simply celebrating. Inside the cabin, everyone argues over what to do. Jeremiah pulls up the maps. The towers are connected. Dustin adds, like one giant network. 11 looks like Keandre. If we destroy the center of the tower, Keandre finished quietly. The merge stops. Jordan, cool. Let's go destroy Keandre. It's not that simple. Everyone looks at... Kali interrupts. It's not that simple. Everyone looks at her. Kali points at Keandre. He is the center now, saying it's the truth. Keandre finally says, if the network collapses while I'm connected, pause, I collapse too. Ariana immediately shakes her head. No, Keandre, we'll find another. Jordan says, we'll find another way. Keandre smiles weakly. You keep saying that. Final march. The team heads into Hawkins together one last time. Jordan cracking the road beneath each step. Ariana lightening the dark streets. Timothy slowly collapsing buildings. And Jeremiah controlling every electronic system nearby. 11 and Kali fighting side by side. Marcus protecting civilians. And Keandre walking toward the storm. At the center of Hawkins, a massive signal rises into the sky. Reality distorts around it. The architect stands waiting calmly. You survived the court, Keandre. You lied to everyone. The architect smiles. No, balls. I showed them the future. Philosophy clash. The architect walks around Kendra slowly. Human feels power. But you, he smiles, you were born for it, Kendra. I was born human, the architect responds. And look what humanity did to you, the silence. That one hits hard. The battle begins. The architect raises his hand. Reality fractured instantly. The final battle explodes. Jordan clashes against corrupted signal creatures. Ariana creates massive light wings and blades. Jeremiah shuts down sections of the tower. Timothy freezes the entire shockwave midair. 11 and Kali combine telekinesis and illusions. Marcus fights freed corrupted kids, and Keandre faces the architect directly. The architect true power. The architect finally unleashes his own ability. Signal manipulation. Reality bending. Mind attacks. Mind attacks. He was connected to the signal long before Kendra. The architect whispers, I built the bridge. Kendra answers, then I'll destroy it. They collide, sending a shockwave across Hawkins. Kendra sees the future. During the fight, Kendra sees the possible future rapidly. Hawkins destroyed. The signal consuming Earth. Himself ruling over both worlds. His friends dying then. One future where everyone survives, but only if he stays connected forever. The final choice. The entity speaks one last time inside Kendra's mind. The bridge must remain. Kendra understands now. The signal can't be destroyed, only balanced. The artist screams, you could become a god. Kendra looks at his friends, at Hawkins, at both worlds. Then Quali says, I'd rather be their protector. The sacrifice. Kendra absorbs the entire signal network into the towers. All the towers overload. Portal collapses. The architect panics for the first time. No, stop. Too late. The signal storms disappear into Kendra completely. The merge stops. Reality stabilizes, but Kendra begins fading into pure energy. Ariana screams, Keandre! Goodbye. Everyone rushes towards him. Kendra smiles weakly to Jordan. Try to punch every wall you see. Jordan laughs through tears. To Timothy, it was never your fault. Timothy breaks down, crying. To Jeremiah, keep the signal safe. Jeremiah nods slightly. Then Kendra looks at Ariana. Neither speaks for a second. Then he whispers, thank you for staying. 11 understands. 11 steps toward Lash. She understands better than anyone. You're becoming the bridge. Kendra nods slowly, so nobody else has to. Then, light erupts everywhere, and Kendra disappears. Beyond, weeks later, Hawkins begins rebuilding. The portals are gone. The signal is silent, mostly at night. Jeremiah's computer flickers once. The signal message appears. Still here. Jeremiah smiles far away. In space between worlds, Kendra watches over both realities. Not longer fully human, no longer alone. The signal hums peacefully around him, and his glowing eyes open one last time. That's the end of episode 8. But don't worry. Right? Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time very soon. And see you soon. Hopefully for episode 9 and 10, we'll have Ariana here. So, but until then, we'll see you next time. Bye, alright? Make sure you subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you like my videos. Hit the thumbs up if you don't. And remember to hit the bell on notifications so when we post, you have that notification at the top. Alright? We'll see you next time. Bye.